Yo, I know it's been a minute, but always got something to get off my chest like always. For the last, 4 to 6 months, I just been driving around from all the communities I can possibly go through in Montgomery County. I could possibly go through, all through Montgomery County, all right? Mind you, this is like one of the richest counties in the U.S., easily. And I tell people, especially like when I lived in North Carolina, I used to tell them, it's harder to be poor and live in Montgomery County than it is to be poor and live in a place that's really, really poor and poverty. Because like we walk by state senators and county executives every day and they don't even give us a second look. Literally. So, but this is not what that video is about. This video is about community centers. I remember growing up, shout out, I love them, Miss Elaine, Miss Rollins, and Kashi. These 3 women. Now, I'm pretty sure there's other people behind them, but these are the 3 women that I know. These are the 3 women that's, when I was little, they was nothing but the most positive people in my life. Proof to me that you can do anything that you want to do. Outside of my mother, them 3 women, as a kid that was, 12 and under, they were everything. And the reason why I say that is look, this was my community. This is what, community centers was really like when I grew up. Listen to what type of shit that I got, the people I got to meet, the places I got to go, because, let's be real. If you're from the hood, you don't get to go to theme parks and shit like that. Not real poverty hoods, no, you don't. My first experience going to a theme park was through Maryville, after school programs and summer programs. You know what I mean? Them community centers where you pay $5 to go to the community center for the year because you didn't have enough money to pay the real full fee. Stuff like that. This was real community shit. This is where the community actually got help. And, this is, I got to meet Andre Agassi. I got to meet, Sugar Ray Leonard. Whammy Jobby was a boxer from the area that, I probably helped get some of those things happening. I got to go to Wizards games. I got to meet Michael Adams. I got to meet, Chris Webber. I got to meet anybody that was hot or played professional basketball or did anything professionally in this area, whether they came to visit the area to play in Wimbledon or golf or whatever it may be. We got to meet these people through the community of Miss Elaine, Miss Rollins, and Kashi. And we not even gotten to the Maryville Finest, the marching programs, the plays. I ain't even got to that part. That's not my field of interest because, as much as I was in all of that stuff, yes, I was a Maryville Finest kid. I was a drummer. I was an actor. I did all of that stuff with them. Kashi came to my house and basically talked my mother into allowing me to do all of this stuff when I ain't want to do none of this shit. But yeah, I'm grateful for doing it because I got to see so many different ways of life because of it. For the last 6 months, I done went to every community center. And in every gym, they have no basketball going on, no football going on, no baseball going on. I'm going to tell you what they got going on, though. They got volleyball. I don't know no niggas that play volleyball. Not one. You know what else they got? They got soccer. Yeah. I don't know a lot of hood kids that play soccer, and if they do, it's because their friends at the elementary school got to play, and then when it's time to get on the team, they can't afford it because when they find out how much the shit costs to play outside, not inside soccer, outside, how much it costs, they don't play it. I remember when community was community. I remember when if somebody wanted to come in here and show you how to play tennis, they allowed them to do that in the community. Whether they were getting paid to teach it or they were volunteering it. Community was community. We don't got that no more. Not even a little bit. I done went to 30 different gyms. 30. I wish I was exaggerating. I really was. I really do. 30. And I was told that, nah, we don't got basketball going on here. And then, the few things that I do see that they do got basketball for, it gets worse. I don't even know how you make it worse, but it gets worse. It's limited. Like, people can't come in and show them how to play the game the right way. You know, they ask these people to, bring your kid to the gym, drop them off. Like, so you, even if you was a father or mother or whatever, you want to be there, or even if you wanted to bring somebody in there to help your kid learn this game, you can't. They kick the adults out. That seems fishy, because it was never like that. It was like, oh, the more help come in to marry you when I was a kid. Oh, you want to come and help teach this kid this? Come on in. Now? Nah, you can't come in as an adult. The kid got to be there, blah, blah, blah. That's it. And it's amazing that y'all still let this be called a community. Look, just call it a rec center. Just call it a center with a membership. Just call it anything else. But stop calling these places community centers. They're not community centers. Y'all don't do shit for the community. And we ain't even got to the Salvation Army. We haven't got to the Boys and Girls Clubs. We haven't got to none of this shit. Like, look, Salvation Army is the most bullshittest thing ever. Now, this is what I will say. It's a lot of good people in the Salvation Army. I met a lot of good people in the Salvation Army. A lot of them. But they're not in control of helping the people that they want to help. And then, when the higher ups say something, it kicks out the people that is doing things to help the community kids. Well, let me tell you something about the Salvation Army. Not one motherfucking time the Salvation Army has went into a poor community and helped out poor kids. Not one time. I volunteered my service at the Salvation Army for probably like a year and a half, something like that. I know it was at least a year. For free. Help run children's summer camp programs, everything. For free. It was a trade-off services. I come and do one thing, I was able to use the gym for a certain amount of time. This is my assumption. Whether people say it's true or not. But this is my assumption. Soon as anybody sees that you can make a little money, no matter what you're doing with the money, mind you, they just see that you make a little money. They get rid of you. Quick. Because I'll tell you the situation. I got kicked out pretty much of doing the stuff that I was doing at the Salvation Army. Basically my basketball stuff. Now, if I wanted to come back there and keep volunteering to do whatever the hell they wanted me to do, that would have been fine. But I got kicked out for doing the basketball shit. Because I had an argument with a woman about going into the gym, right? Had an argument with a woman about going to the gym. And the crazy part about it is because another group was in there, was we don't want the two groups mixing, blah, blah, blah. The sad part is all I did was walk through the gym to go to the bathroom. And I got asked a question as I was walking through the gym to go to the bathroom before my time was being ran. And the question was, oh, what time y'all come in? I told them the time. I said, nah, take your time. I told my guys to come in 30 minutes later because I got into a prior altercation with the person about me coming in, or my guys was coming in a little early. So I told them, oh, look, just come in 30 minutes later. We'll leave 30 minutes early, and then everything is good for everybody. I shortened my time. that leads to a conversation of somebody messing with my equipment. And on top of messing with my equipment, they fiddled with stuff. They broke some things on it. Didn't even care that it was broke. None of that stuff mattered. Had a warranty. Didn't matter. My thing was, is if you wanted to use my equipment, just ask. I'll charge you to use it, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. They got cameras all over there, and the cameras did not get in there until I was in there on a regular basis. Whether that's a coincidence or not, no cameras was in that motherfucker until I was in there. And they seen how much people I was bringing in there and helping out. Now, don't get me wrong. It was some oddballs coming in the gym. It was. It was some people coming in there doing some fucked up shit. But I handled that. I kicked them out. They weren't allowed to come back in. You know? So, you know, with that being said, it's dealt with. And bad things is always going to happen, no matter where. But in these cases, if it was a white dude up there doing bad things, you get multiple chances. If a black guy does something or brings somebody in there that does a bad thing, them chances is cut. You got to be damn near perfect in order to do anything positive for people. That shit don't make no sense, do it? None. But I had no ill will, I had no crow or nothing. My time there, I did a lot of good. And Salvation Army didn't help me not one fucking time with any of my good other than offering the gym. And that was trade of services. So that means they ain't even help then. They didn't help then because I came there, I helped with homework program, I helped with after school program, I helped with this program, that program. I helped put together a summer program. I helped do so much stuff. It wasn't even even trade of services. It wasn't even close. Not even close. But I did it because the kids there I got attached to, and I wanted to help, and I did things for. And then I got kicked out. I'm not even mad that I got kicked out. Get your stuff. Get out of here. And then I get a text days later, when are you coming to sign this form stating that you left? Never. Ever. Because I didn't leave. I got kicked out. You signed that form yourself. And this was all a person that I loved too. I loved. Now, I don't love them no more, no. I don't wish harm on them today. I wish everything goes well for them. I wish this person become the greatest preacher of all time and help more people and do great things. I really do. I really do. I really do wish this. I really do. But when you say you love someone, and then something don't go a certain way, and then you say, yeah, I love you sometimes. First and foremost, I don't do shit sometimes. If I'm going to be a criminal, I'm going to be a full-time criminal. If I'm going to love you, I'm going to do a full-time love. If I'm going to do anything, it's full-time. I don't do shit sometimes. I don't do nothing sometimes. But when I heard that, I've been jumped. I've been shot at. I've been stabbed. I've been locked up. The worst feeling I've ever had in my life was for someone that said they love me and then turn around and tell me sometimes they love me. After I was willing to break my neck and die for this person. That's what the Salvation Army did to me. And then people keep asking, why won't you ever go back up there or try to mend the relationship and fix it? For what? We don't have the same views. I'm truly here to help people that really need help. Think about this, and I'm going to leave on this because I've been ranting for about 15 minutes, almost 15 minutes. Y'all have all these programs to help with food. You try to get kids come into your program and all this stuff, right? And you're the Salvation Army. Keith Booth, pretty much Keith Booth's plan was to help people at all costs. That's pretty much his plan, was to help people at all costs. No matter good, bad, indifferent, poor, whatever, help people at all costs. Okay? And you're only helping people that can register online. These are the only people they help. It's people that register online. I can't make this shit up. I'm sorry, but poor people can't get online to register for shit. And let's just say they can't. Let's literally just say the poor people can't. They don't even know how to fill out the registration half the time to come get the free one gift that you give out on Christmas, or the free food that y'all trying to hand out. You want me to tell you the people that come get that shit is the people that truly don't need it. It's people pulling up into the Salvation Army parking lot, pulling up in a car in Salvation Army's parking lot. Those are the people that get the free food. These are the people that get the gifts that they hand out if you fill out the registry. Yeah, ain't no poor people pulling up on the bus to come get this shit. They can't afford it. They're poor. That's what poor means. Like you're not able to afford something. So, yeah, that's who the Salvation Army helps. Them fucking selves. And I'm about to hurt some nerves. I know I'm about to hurt some nerves. Now, like I said, there's some great people in the Salvation Army. I miss those people. I miss the people in the kitchen. They used to check on me and, talking that accent. You need to do better for yourself. Look out for yourself, Gil. You got to do this, and this. And I'm like, I love them people. Like, them people always look out for me. Miss Cheryl has never, even through this whole situation that went on with people, Miss Cheryl's the first. She had hope, everything's going to get good. Everybody's going to be happy again. We all going to rekindle relationships. Everything's going to go great. And the first thing I told Miss Cheryl was, that ain't going to happen. There's too much pride involved from all ends. All ends, it's too much pride. So, the crazy part about this is all them good people you got in those places, and y'all got handcuffs on every last one of them. But y'all act like y'all help a lot of people. Y'all don't help nobody but yourselves. In the whole year and a half that I had open gym, the whole year and a half, the captain has never showed up to come to my open gym to meet the people that was coming to my open gym. And while they were counting my pockets, no one never asked what I was doing with the money. I never enjoyed a goddamn dime of that money. I done bought shoes for kids that couldn't afford it. I made sure they had books. I made sure they had whatever the hell they needed. Because I made a lot of fucking money at the Salvation Army, charging for open gym alone. We're not even talking about the training services that I was doing, any of that stuff. A lot of money. And they ain't helping nobody. Think about that shit. So when will community go back to being community? That's the real question. That is the real question. Ask yourselves that shit. We have Montgomery County Community Centers that's free for teenage children and under. And a lot of you don't take advantage of that because the community and the community centers and all that stuff, they don't know how to promote this shit to the poor. They only promote it on their websites and that's it. And it's hard as fuck to even find out the schedules on the website. It's hard as hell. Yeah. That's community for your ass, ain't it? I remember when the community used to come into the neighborhood and say, come to Maryville Community Center after school. Your kid is eligible to come here. It's only going to be $5 for the year, and your kid will get help with his homework. They'll get some, running around, playing different games. And the one thing they never said is, you're going to get a bunch of people that actually care that you can come here. We got lunch, we got dinner sometimes at the community center. We got snacks. There's a lot of shit that would never ever happen if it wasn't for Maryville Aftercare. My first arcade was at Maryville Aftercare. My first trip, Maryville Aftercare. My first real professional game, Maryville Aftercare. All this shit was Maryville Aftercare. boxing matches, all that shit. Ready for aftercare. Thank y'all. It would be nice if we can go back to that. Now I know why you guys couldn't continue to do this. Y'all were handcuffed. They pushed y'all out because y'all was doing too good. Yeah. Community center, right? Just call it a center with a membership. I think I get more community help at the LA Fitness. That's fucking insane. And that's $30 a month. And that's promoted more in poor communities, which is crazy. Y'all have a good day, man. Think about that shit. Community centers. Ain't no such thing. It's just a rec center with a membership.